Why has Afghanistan, a country of rugged mountains and desolate deserts, been called the graveyard of empires? A question that has piqued the interest of many history enthusiasts and geopolitical analysts alike. To understand this, we must journey into the harsh, unyielding landscape of Afghanistan itself. Imagine a land sculpted by the ceaseless dance of tectonic plates, resulting in towering mountains and deep valleys. This is Afghanistan, a country that is more mountain than anything else. The Hindu Kush, a mountain range that stretches approximately 800 kilometers through the heart of the country, presents a formidable natural barrier for any invading force. It's not just the sheer height of these mountains that poses a challenge, but the treacherous terrain riddled with cliffs and gorges that can turn any military advance into a perilous endeavor. Now, overlay this topography with extreme weather conditions. In the winter, temperatures can plummet to -20 degrees Celsius, turning the mountains into icy fortresses. In the summer, the desert regions can become blistering hot, with temperatures soaring well above 40 degrees Celsius. These weather extremes can test the endurance of even the most battle-hardened soldiers. And then there's the issue of resources, or rather, the scarcity of them. Afghanistan's desolate deserts and rugged mountains are not exactly brimming with resources. This lack of resources means that sustaining a large invading force over a prolonged period can be logistically challenging. Finally, consider Afghanistan's strategic location. Nestled between the Middle East, Central Asia, and the Indian subcontinent, Afghanistan has long been a crossroads between the East and the West. This location has made it a coveted prize for empires, but also a difficult one to hold on to. The cultural, linguistic, and religious diversity that comes with being at such a crossroads makes unifying the country under foreign rule a daunting task. In this land of harsh terrain and inhospitable climate, many empires have met their downfall. As we delve deeper into the annals of history, we will explore how these geographical features have shaped Afghanistan's reputation as the Unconquerable Land. The history of invasions in Afghanistan is as old as the empires that sought to conquer it. Our tale begins with the Persian Empire, an ancient civilization that made its mark on the world stage with its impressive military and administrative prowess. The Persians, led by Cyrus the Great, invaded Afghanistan around 550 years before Christ. They initially found success, expanding their empire and influencing the region's culture and religion. Yet, the rugged terrain and the resilience of the indigenous tribes proved a formidable challenge. Fast forward to the era of Alexander the Great. The Macedonian conqueror, known for his vast empire that stretched from Greece to Egypt and as far east as India, set his sights on Afghanistan. He faced fierce resistance from the local tribes, but his superior military tactics initially granted him some victories. However, the relentless guerrilla warfare from the tribal warriors, coupled with the harsh Afghan terrain, proved to be a major stumbling block. Alexander's empire began to crumble, and his reign in Afghanistan was short-lived. Then came the Mauryan Empire, a powerhouse from the Indian subcontinent. The Mauryans, under the leadership of Chandragupta, and later his grandson Ashoka, extended their influence over Afghanistan. They introduced Buddhism and established administrative structures. But again, the story ends in a similar fashion. The Mauryans couldn't sustain their control over the region. The resilient Afghan tribes, coupled with the rugged landscape, repelled the Mauryans' efforts to fully assimilate Afghanistan into their empire. These narratives of the Persians, Greeks, and Mauryans share a common thread. They each highlight the indomitable spirit of the local Afghan tribes and their profound knowledge of the terrain. These factors have always served as a bulwark against foreign invasions, regardless of the invaders' military might or strategic acumen. Despite their might and power, these ancient empires could not hold on to Afghanistan for long. Their experiences serve as a testament to the enduring legacy of Afghanistan as the graveyard of empires. The Middle Ages saw a new wave of invasions in Afghanistan, but the outcome remained the same. The period was marked by a series of invasions from the Arabs, Mongols, and Timurid empires, each with their own agenda, but all meeting the same unyielding resistance from the Afghan people. First, the Arab armies of the Umayyad Caliphate swept across the region in the 7th century, introducing Islam to what was then a largely Buddhist and Hindu society. This was not a mere military conquest, but a cultural one as well, as the influence of Islam began to permeate every facet of Afghan life. The transformation was gradual and not without resistance, but over time, Afghanistan evolved into a predominantly Muslim society. Yet the Arab hold on Afghanistan was not to last. In the 13th century, the Mongols, led by the formidable Genghis Khan, descended upon the region with a ferocity that was unmatched. The Mongols were known for their ruthless warfare, and they demolished city after city, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. But even they found Afghanistan a tough nut to crack. Then came the Timurids in the late 14th century, led by the ambitious and equally ruthless Timur, also known as Tamerlane. Under his rule, the Timurid Empire rose to great heights, but Afghanistan was a constant thorn in their side, resisting their rule and remaining a challenge to control. Yet, amidst this tumultuous period, Afghanistan was not merely a passive canvas upon which foreign powers painted their ambitions. Local Afghan empires also emerged, such as the Ghaznavids and the Ghurids, asserting their own influence and control over the region. These empires were instrumental in shaping the unique cultural and political landscape of Afghanistan, a blend of local traditions and foreign influences. Even with the change in time and invaders, Afghanistan remained a land impossible to hold. The Middle Ages, much like the periods before and after, were testament to the indomitable spirit of the Afghan people and their unfaltering resolve to protect their homeland no matter the odds. This resilience, this defiance in the face of adversity, is the essence of why Afghanistan has been and continues to be the unconquerable land. The modern era brought new challenges and new invaders, but the story of Afghanistan remained unchanged. As the world ushered in the age of industrialization and modern warfare, Afghanistan, the unconquerable land, faced new invaders, the British and the Soviet empires. The British, in their quest for colonial expansion, attempted to conquer Afghanistan no less than 3 times during the 19th century. However, the rugged terrain, coupled with the fierce resistance from local tribes, proved to be insurmountable obstacles. The British were ultimately forced to recognize Afghanistan's sovereignty, marking yet another failed attempt to conquer this resilient land. On the heels of British withdrawal, the 20th century saw the Soviet Union casting its shadow over Afghanistan. In the late 1970s, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan, sparking a decade-long war that would devastate the country. The Afghan people, however, were not easily subdued. Resistance movements, known as the Mujahideen, rose up across the nation, fighting a brutal guerrilla war against the Soviet forces. The result was a protracted conflict that bled the Soviet Union dry, ultimately leading to their withdrawal and the disintegration of the Soviet Empire. These invasions brought about significant political and social changes in Afghanistan. The constant state of war disrupted traditional social structures, leading to the rise of warlords and militant groups. Foreign interventions destabilized the region, creating a power vacuum that was often filled by these groups, further complicating the country's political landscape. Yet, despite the turmoil, Afghanistan's indomitable spirit remained unbroken. The people's unwavering resilience in the face of adversity is a testament to their enduring will to preserve their sovereignty, their culture, and their way of life. In the face of modern warfare, Afghanistan proved once again to be a graveyard of empires. Today, Afghanistan stands at a crossroads, its future uncertain, its past a testament to its resilience. As we navigate the corridors of the present, we find ourselves in a time of significant change for this indomitable land. The recent withdrawal by the United States has left a vacuum, a void that ripples with the echoes of uncertainty and apprehension. This is not the first time Afghanistan has seen the back of a retreating superpower, yet each withdrawal leaves behind a different landscape, a new set of challenges, and an uncertain future for the Afghan people. Today, the Afghan nation grapples with a complex web of issues: political instability, economic hardships, and the ever-looming spectre of violence cast long shadows over the prospects of peace and stability. Yet amidst these trials and tribulations, the enduring spirit of the Afghan people shines through. There's a resilience, a determination that has been honed by centuries of conflict and strife. It's a resilience that refuses to be cowed, a determination that refuses to be extinguished. This resilience is the heartbeat of Afghanistan, the pulse that continues to push forward even in the face of overwhelming adversity. The Afghan people yearn for peace, for a chance to rebuild their lives and their nation. They dream of a future where their children can go to school without fear, where their homes are not battlegrounds, and where their dreams are not held hostage by the spectre of violence. It's a future that may seem elusive, but it's a future they are willing to fight for, to strive for. But the road ahead is fraught with challenges. The spectre of violence and instability looms large. The economic challenges are daunting. The political landscape is a maze of complexities. Yet the resilience of the Afghan people offers a glimmer of hope, a beacon in the darkness. As history has shown, Afghanistan remains a land that refuses to be conquered, a testament to the spirit of its people and the harsh beauty of its terrain. Will history continue to repeat itself, or will Afghanistan finally find the peace it so desperately seeks?
Subscribe for more videos like this. Turn on notification and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.